This NFL free agency period has been a wild one. Veterans who have spent their entire careers with one team now have new homes. Superstars Antonio Brown and Odell Beckham Jr. have been traded, and Le'Veon Bell finally has chosen a new team. Breech of CBS Sports has ranked how he thinks all 32 NFL teams have done in the early stages of free agency, and he wrote a pretty scathing report on the Washington Redskins. Here's a quick breakdown of what the Redskins did in free agency. They're back at square one with their quarterback situation. They overpaid for Landon Collins, they gave a multi-year contract to a running back who will soon be 34, and they gave $4 million to Ereck Flowers, which by itself qualifies them to rank this low. They also have apparently not been filling in their head coach about their free agency plans. Of course, the big upside for the Redskins is that everyone has been distracted by the train wreck that the Giants have been to notice what's going on in Washington. I don't think this breakdown of the Redskins offseason is exactly fair. The Redskins aren't at square one with their quarterback situation. While Case Keenum didn't have an incredible year with the Denver Broncos in 2018, he is someone who can come in and just simply run the offense. Alex Smith wasn't considered an elite quarterback who won games with his arm, but he still led Washington to a 6-3 record before his infamous injury. If Keenum can come in and just run the offense while taking care of the ball, then the Redskins can win games. You can make an argument the Redskins overpaid for Landon Collins, but he's one of the best safeties in the NFL, and the contract is also beneficial in many ways towards the Redskins. Sometimes you have to be a lawyer or financial expert to understand the NFL, but Aaron Wilson and NBC Sports Washington did a good job laying out what this contract means for Washington. Wilson reports that Collins is guaranteed $44.5 million. His signing bonus is $15 million, and there's a $6 million option bonus for the 2024 year to be exercised during the first 5 days of 2020. As NBC Sports Washington points out, the reality of this deal is that Washington got Collins signed to a 3-year contract worth up to $45 million with 2 seasons fully guaranteed. The $15 million signing bonus gets paid out over 5 seasons as well. The most important part of this deal is that Washington did not decimate their cap space for 2019. According to OverTheCap.com, the Redskins came into this week in the bottom 5 of the NFL in terms of available cap space with just $13 million. The good news is that Collins will count for just $4 million against the Redskins' cap this year, which is a big deal. The 34-year-old Adrian Peterson earned his multi-year contract last year. In a season that was marred by injuries, Peterson was the most consistent weapon for the Redskins, even at 33 years old. He also was able to put up his first 1,000-yard season since 2015, and broke several records along the way. During the Redskins' Week 13 matchup against the Philadelphia Eagles, Peterson recorded the longest touchdown of his career with a 90-yard dash right up the middle of the defense. He had never recorded that long of a touchdown during all of his incredible years with the Minnesota Vikings, nor during his time as an Oklahoma Sooner. That score was also no. 106 of his career, which tied him with legendary Cleveland Browns running back Jim Brown for number 5 all-time in terms of rushing touchdowns. Peterson also climbed several spots on the all-time rushing list, and ended 2018 at no. 8 with 13,318 yards amassed over his 12-year career. While all of the Redskins' younger backs were hampered with injuries for the majority of the season, Peterson played in all 16 games and racked up 271 touches, proving to everyone that there is definitely some tread left on the tires. As for Ereck Flowers, he was probably a tad overpaid. But that sounds like the only legitimate argument Breech has for placing the Redskins near the bottom of his NFL free agency power rankings.